Hello guys, my name is Sudhir Seni. In my previous video, we discussed how to upgrade the Windows Server, and today we are going to discuss how to upgrade the database engine. So let's discuss quickly on the high level. And there is no demo actually. I'm just explaining here verbally, and later on we will create another video to check the demo side also. Okay. So what is the pre-upgrade checklist? There are some checklist for the pre-upgrade. You need to check each and every database version has this kind of the pre-upgrade checklist. And this checklist, what I prepared, this is for the common almost for all the new versions which is coming after 2012. Okay, so before upgrading from one edition of SQL Server, this is the like from any of the any of the edition of SQL Server like XXX to another one. Verify that the functionality you are currently using is supported in the edition for which you are moving. So this is like um, for example, you are using some functionality like a mirroring in 2012, but which is not supported in 2019. So if you are upgrading from 2012 to 2019, you need to check this kind of the functionality, whatever you are using today. It's supporting with the addition what you are going to upgrade. If not, what is the alternative and how you will manage those things. You need to check this in advance before planning for the upgrade. Okay. Next, before upgrading SQL Server, enable Windows authentication for SQL Server agent and verify the default configuration. That the SQL Server agent service account is a member of SQL Server sysadmin group. Yes, this is required for the after the 2016 all of the 2016 version. SQL Server agent service should be the member of SQL Server sysadmin group. Okay, so if it is not, you can add the service account into this group. Okay, to upgrade to SQL Server XXS version, you must be running a supported operating system. Yeah, this is also important topic. You need to check whether the operating system is supported for the version what you are going to upgrade. For example, if you are going to upgrade from lowest version to the very highest version, and your OS is also very lowest version, but highest version not supporting that particular OS. In that case, you need to first you need to upgrade your OS, which we discussed already in my previous video. I will leave the link in the description. You can check how to upgrade the OS as well. Okay. Upgrade will be blocked if there is a pending restart. Okay, yes, this is also important. You need to check if on your server whether there is some pending restart. Pending restart, like if there is some update, after update there is pending restart there. So, like some scheduled restart, you need to restart it first. You need to clear this restart. Okay. Next is upgrade will be blocked if the Windows installer service is not running. Yeah, this is also important topic. You need to check whether Windows installer service is running or not. Okay. So there are some unsupported scenarios. So how what all those let's discuss here. Cross version instance of SQL Server are not supported. So version numbers of the database engine analysis service and reporting service component must be same in an instance of SQL Server. You cannot have the different version for analytics service, analysis service, reporting service, or some other database engine. You have to have the same version. So cross version is not supported. Okay. This is the all this document I created and I updated. This one is especially after 2016 database. Okay, 2016 version of the SQL Server. SQL Server 2016 and higher is only available for 64-bit platform. Yes, it's not no more available on 32-bit. So you need to consider this point if you are planning to have the 32 bits. So no, it's not supported anymore. Okay, so you need to migrate to the 64-bit platform. Cross-platform upgrade not supported. Yes, cross-platform also not supported. For example, sometimes people having the 64-bit of the OS, but they want to use the 32-bit of the SQL Server engine. So it's also not supported anymore. So you need to upgrade to the 64-bit only. So this is all about that. You cannot add a new feature during the upgrade of your existing instance of SQL Server. So when you upgrade, this is the only for upgrade. If you sometimes people are thinking, okay, when we upgrade, we will add a new feature also. No, SQL Server will not allow to add you a new feature during the upgrade time. If you want to add a new feature after upgrading the your engine, then you need to run the setup again and add the new feature. So this is the uh, also an unsupported scenario. Okay, so next is failover cluster not supported in wow. So what is wow? So what is wow is like like I already explained here. Sometimes people are using 64-bit operating system but 32-bit of the SQL Server engine version. So in that case, it's not supported in the cluster failover cluster. Okay, upgrade from an evaluation edition to a previous SQL Server version is not supported. Yes, this one is the actually this is very technical. Um, Evaluation edition is only for the testing purpose, and it's a free of cost for 1 or 2 months. It's I don't exactly remember the duration. Maybe I think it's 3 months. It's a free 180 days, and this has the full feature of all the features for all the editions. So in case if you want to test something, so you can just install the evaluation edition and test, and that's all. And later on you can install the actual edition whatever you are preferring, like enterprise or some other edition. So Microsoft, they don't have any feature or any technique to upgrade the evaluation edition, because this is only for the testing purpose. Okay, so let's discuss about the prerequisite. What is the prerequisites to be considered when we upgrade any SQL Server engine? You must run setup as an administrator. Okay, almost everyone know this one. If you install SQL Server from a remote share, you must use a domain account that has read and execute permission on the remote share. Okay, and it's a local administrator. Okay, so what are the main prerequisite? Backup all the SQL Server database file from the instance to upgrade, so that you can restore them if it is required. Yeah, this is very important, and almost all the organizations are following this, because and even Microsoft also recommend when you do any of the activity kind of the like upgrade or migrate database, you need to back up all the database for the safer side. If something happened during the upgrade or migration, you have the database backup and you can restore them back. If you don't have the backup, so uh, you might lose your business. Okay, so that's why this is very important and first basic checkpoint. Okay, next is run the appropriate database console command. Yes, DBCC on database to be upgraded to ensure that they are in consistent state. Yes, when you upgrade any database, you need to check whether your database is in consistent state or not. And then estimate the disk space that is required to upgrade SQL Server components in addition to user database. Yes, you need to check when you upgrade your database engine, you need to check the disk space, what is the disk space available, and whether the space is enough available or not. So you need to estimate this one. Ensure the existing SQL Server system database master, module, MSDB, and TempDB. Those are four database for must SQL Server system database are configured to auto grow and ensure that they have sufficient disk space. Yeah, this is very important, because all the when you do the migration or sorry, when you do the upgrade of any version from lower version to higher version, those 4 DBs are impacted, and they might grow the size of their database, because there are very new feature will be added, many new SPs will be added, many new functions will be added, or DBCC command will be added. So in that case, or maybe some logins will be added. In that case, you need to ensure that there is those all four databases are in the autogrow mode, and there is a sufficient disk space wherever those database files are available. Okay. So next is ensure that all database servers have logon information on the master database. Yes, this is important for restoring a database as system logon information reside in master. Yes, this is also important. and disable all startup stop procedure. Yeah, this is optional actually. If you have the some startup stop procedure, and you have configured, like when your SQL server engine startup, there are some stop procedure running automatically and then some activity in backend, so you need to disable them. If you have, if you don't have, you don't have to worry about this stuff. So this is why, because when we do some upgrade, the SQL server service will restart, and once it will restart, the start procedure will start to work there, like whatever the uh, like for whatever the purpose they are set up, so they will start to work, and they might block the our upgrades process. Okay. So next is when upgrading instance of SQL Server, where SQL Server agent is enlisted in MFX TFX relationship. Upgrade target server before you upgrade master server. What is MFX TFX? It's like a, when we have the agent is working on the different server, but it's working for the different server. So it means there is a two different instance, and SQL Server is working for the two different instance. In that case, one is their primary and another one is their target. So if you upgrade master server before target server, SQL agent will not be able to connect to master instance of SQL Server. Yes, you need to first you need to upgrade your target server, and then you need to upgrade your master server. So this is the also prerequisite. And then quit all the applications. You need to quit all the applications whatever the connected to the database and to that particular instance, including all service that have SQL server dependency. Okay. Upgrade might fail if local applications are connected to the instance being upgraded. Okay. So this can be a cause of failure. So that's why we recommend, or Microsoft also recommend, to disconnect all the applications. Make sure the replication is current and then stop replication. So okay, replication, actually this is not the very straightforward for the replication. So replicated database, we need to follow some more extra tasks, so I will discuss in another video especially for the replicated database, how to upgrade. Okay. So next is procedure, how to upgrade. Actually, to upgrade the SQL server, what all the things you need to consider and how to. Actually, this is just a procedure how you will upgrade. Like insert the SQL Server installation media, and from the root folder, double click setup exe. So you need to double click setup exe. You need to run this setup exe as administrator, what we already discussed in the prerequisite. To install from a network share, move the root folder in the share on the share, and then double click on the setup exe. Okay. So this is very basic. This is the same steps for the upgrade and the new installation. In the installation wizard, start the SQL Server installation center. To upgrade an existing instance of SQL Server, click installation in the left hand navigation area. Okay, when it actually this all the steps are same, except the second one, same as the, like when you are installing the new SQL Server instance. Almost same process you have to follow, but when you install, you are selecting the install the new server, new instance. But here you need to select the options to upgrade the existing instance, and rest all the steps you need to follow. Here I will provide these documents in the description link, and you can follow the this all the steps. So this is very simple, and almost all the DBAs, whoever install the once or twice that the SQL Server instance or upgraded. So it's a very basic, very simple, and you can check using the installation time only or upgradation time only. Okay. Okay, this is the next step. Once you upgrade it successfully, and how to, like, next step, like what you need to do after upgrade your SQL Server engine. There are some steps. You need to register your server. You need to update a statistic. Yes, and configure your new SQL Server installation and enable the auto start speech if it is you have disabled in what I discussed in our prerequisite. And then connect to the application and test the end-to-end application flow. once your application is working fine, you have tested very well, and you can announce to the team, okay, this is upgrade is successfully, and you can run your application is working fine, and you can inform to the end user. That's all the high level steps actually, and this is the steps we need to follow for the upgrade of any database. So we will do this all the activities in demo also. I will create an environment and record any video for that. Yeah, thank you.